Animorphs fans, and welcome back to the Animorphs universe. We're doing another analysis today, and we're doing it on Tashandra. Tashandra. Where is Tashandra from? She comes from Book 20, The Discovery. And she's only in one scene throughout the whole series, so far as I've checked. And she is another one of the girls that Marco is chasing during his school years, obviously before he had to disappear. Yeah, so who is Chandra? Let's look at the quote that introduces her and take it from there. My name is Marco. Her name is Tashandra. Isn't that a beautiful name? A beautiful name for a beautiful girl. Which is what I told her as I sidled up casually to her locker. Tashandra, I said. Marco, she said. A beautiful name for a beautiful girl, I said. What is? Marco? No, Chandra. What? Chandra. I was just saying I thought it would be a beautiful name for a beautiful girl. Oh, really? She said, giving me a serious fish eye. It would be, huh? For a beautiful girl? But not for me, huh? Is that what you're saying? You just came all the way over here, acting all cool, to tell me I should give my name to some beautiful girl? Because I'm too much of a pig to have the name? At this point, I could have explained, but I had this bad feeling that the moment was past. You know? Like, nothing I could possibly say was going to make this work. How about if we just say this conversation never happened? I suggested. How about if I just turn and walk away? That would be a good idea. A comical way to start Book 20. She is mentioned again at the, well, a bit closer to the end of this chapter. But basically, the Tashandra scene that we've just seen is the lead-up to the David trilogy, because this is what happens after Marco is rejected. I was walking away from Tashandra, shaking my head and muttering to myself about females when I saw it. I didn't even see the kid holding it at first. I just saw the box. The blue box. The morphing cube. So that is the extent of the quotes that we can give for Tashandra. So let's discuss, shall we? So Firefly did me up this picture of a girl in front of school lockers wearing a denim jacket, which was all the rage back then, if you believe the TV series. She's a black girl because I look at the name Tashandra, and forgive me if this is... forgive me if this isn't correct, but that sounds like the name a black girl would have. I looked up online, actually. I typed in just Tashandra on Google, and no results turned up. So I'm assuming this is actually a completely original name to the book, as in it's not actually a name out there in real life, as far as I know. It's either that or Tashandra is a northern lass. If you don't know, if you're not British, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But basically, up in the north, instead of saying I'm going to the pub, you say going tip pub. You basically just turn the pub to tip pub. You just put a T in front of it, which is what Tashandra's name is. So maybe her name is just Chandra, but because she's from the north, she's from Yorkshire, so you call it Tashandra. Go talk Tashandra. That's who you are. You're not you at all. Find a picture of a Yorkshire girl. I'm just going to talk to Tashandra and ask her out tip pub. Maybe that's what we're going with. That's not what we're going with. What else do we know about Tashandra? Well, Marco says it's a beautiful name. Like I've explained, I think it's original because there's no record on Google of anybody called Tashandra outside of Animorphs the book series. She doesn't appreciate Marco's advance, and it's she's either particularly thick in the head, or, and I think this is the most likely scenario, she clearly doesn't want to accept Marco's advances, so she deliberately turns his words on him in order to shoo him away. So she sees Marco coming up with this rather cringe chat-up line and says, "Oh really? So I'm not a beautiful girl?" And that immediately puts him on the defensive and eventually shoos him away. And this is a common theme with Marco, where, you know, he advances on a girl. I remember, was it Marion? And maybe it's because of his height. I mean, people are heightist. I've been a victim of a lot of heightism in my time, I'm afraid to say. It's not right, okay? I demand you stop, or I'll report you to Keir. I'll report you to Keir Starmer, you know. And we know what he's like. Surprised I haven't been arrested already. You know, one time I put an edgy meme out there. Surprised the police haven't come ramming the door down yet. Sorry, Keir. I did a meme. Don't send me to jail. Yeah, America, don't go down the road we've been going down. It's not a road you want to go down. You don't do it. Like, legitimately, don't do it. Okay? Watch out, because, you know, keep your First Amendment, because there's literally things I cannot say or I will be arrested. And they're not even spicy. They're tame. Make wise decisions, alright? America. Because I love your country, and I think it should stay the way it is. So just, you know, don't go rocking the boat too much. Else you'll end up like us poor UK folk, constantly under surveillance. It's actually scary how far we've fallen. Anyway, what was I talking about? Sorry, I'm in the midst of drinking my smoothie. So if you're seeing green bits in my moustache, that's probably why. I freaking love these things. Anyway, Tashandra, what else can we say about you? You were there and then you were not. But, if it weren't for Tashandra rejecting Marco, what would have happened? How important was Tashandra in that moment? Just her rejecting Marco. Marco turns around, walks the other way, and sees David with the blue box. So let's do a hypothetical. If Tashandra wasn't there, in that hallway on that particular day, to greet us in Book 20, The Visitor. The Visitor? Why The Visitor? It's the freaking Discovery, Adam. Book 20, The Discovery. Marco wouldn't have turned that way. He wouldn't have seen David with the blue box. Who knows what would happen then? He would never start talking to David. They'd never get their suspicions or whatever. They would never go to his house. He would probably end up selling it on eBay. Vista 3 would take it, find the blue box. And, yeah, madness would probably have ensued. So, Tashandra, your impact on a surface level was incredibly minimal. You just had a rather funny, comical intro to Book 20 thing going on. But actually, if it weren't for you being there at that time, Tashandra, the Animorphs could have just been done overnight. Just done. Without Tashandra, the whole war effort would have been over if you weren't standing there when you were standing there. So well done, everyone, round of applause, please, for Tashandra. So for Tashandra. So next time you see Tashandra, take down Tit Bub for Tit Pint, right? My Yorkshire accent's pretty terrible, honestly. Take down Chippet for Pint Gravy. There are a few other characters who are basically the Tashandra role, the Marco failed attempt at courting a female role. But you are probably the most impactful, so there's that. Why are you turning off? Stay on. I demand you. I did that on purpose. There. Done. Literally done. We're finished with you now, Tashandra. Bugger off. Let's find out what's in the next AniLysis. So, in this Spin the Wheel, or this edition of Spin the Wheel, we are now up to... Well, I'm about to start listening to the audiobook for Book 28. So, in this Spin the Wheel, we've got everything from Book 1 all the way up to and including Book 27. So we can have anything from... I don't know why Tom is still there, we've done Tom. We could have anything from Tobias's Bullies to Daybreeze, Chadu, all the way down to the Drode. That'll be fun, he's one of my favourite characters. So what's it going to be? Spin the wheel, please, and tell us what our lucky winner is today. Who's it going to be? Would it be you? Vista 3's Snake Morph. Okay. Book 11, The Forgotten. It's one of the few times that Vista 3 actually morphs an Earth morph. So that should be fun. We can have a guess at which snake it is, because the fact that I haven't put a species there means it's probably just, ooh, a snake. But we can have fun guessing what it is. So let's tune in for that next time, shall we? Thank you very much for watching this episode of AniLysis. And don't go spreading any naughty memes, else you'll probably go to jail. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you somewhere else in the Animorphs universe. Ta-ra!